Welcome back to Daytime Ottawa here on Rogers TV. Excited to introduce you to our next guest, wonderful author and poet. I'm joined by Vimal Kodai. Vimal, welcome to the show. Great to have you here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Take me back to when you started writing. What inspired you to start writing?
In fact, those poems, they didn't have a set time for me to write them. They came over a period of time between the year 2014 and 2022. Most of them 2021.
Are you referring to the publisher?
No, to my poems.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I wrote them over a period of time.
Gotcha.
It's an anthology of poems, French and English, and I wrote them just as the emotions came to pour on paper.
And so, is that the first time you started writing? Was back in 2014, or were you writing before then?
I was writing before.
Okay.
Never published though, but I started writing when I was at university.
Okay.
After coming back from university, I was tired, writing a few things, and over time it became a short story, and but I never published that part. But the poem themselves, I started writing in 2014.
Why poetry? I mean, you could have chosen any style, right? Why poetry in particular?
There was no such set plan for these poems.
Okay.
So they just came in the way they are. And there were about 100 poems in all. I just selected 35 poems and got those published. But before they published, my wife just worked together with me, and she did the illustrations inside.
Yeah, I was telling you, I mean, the cover of the book really caught my eye. Actually, we're seeing it on screen right now. Yes. And she did all of the illustrations within the book, and absolutely, yes. You two obviously make a great team, right?
Yes.
Does she, you write the poetry and then she does the art, or is it sort of vice versa, or is it a mix?
No, the poems were written before I met her, in fact.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And some of them when I got married to her, and some of them, but most of them were written before I met her.
Okay.
So she had to talk to me, see what was emotions going on in my mind before she did the illustrations.
What emotions come out in your poetry? You've mentioned emotions a few times now, so obviously you're an emotional person, and you decided to put what types of emotions do we find in your poetry?
There's a combination of profound emotions from low sides, down sides, and sadness, but also an uplifting emotion to bring back some inspiration, motivation, some growth in way we think.
Right.
And try to find a way to come out of the shell, those things. And mainly is to create some good energies out.
Right.
Right. And I would say that the emotions that are conveyed in this book has to have a whole pattern. From one poem to the other, there's no such connection sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes there are connections, but usually you have to read the whole book to get the whole content really well.
Interesting.
And that's how it is.
Is it different styles of poetry within the book?
Yes, there are
different
styles. In fact, I've tried to come up with my own style. There was, when I wrote the poem, there was no such rules.
Right.
So people ask me, what style of poems do you write? I said, good question. But then I tried to figure out, there are quite a number of styles in the poem. There's free verse, and there's a combination of free verse and other styles, which are sonnet, ode, elegy, and ballad. And why do I say they're a combination of those styles? Because those have set rules.
Right.
Free verse is one of those that the word said is free.
Yeah.
But those are the poems, sonnet, ode, elegy, and ballad. They have their own rules. And my poems have a combination of those, and some have each a segment of each of.
So you play with the rules a little bit, which is, I guess, but that's a creative experience, right? To do something like that, because I think when we go to write poems, so many of us in our head look and see, okay, I've got to choose a particular style, and you decided not to do that. That's
Yes.
that's pretty refreshing, right?
Yes, like I said, there was no such plan to write those poems. You just float on paper and as they are.
What do you think people take out of this book, your poems?
So far, all the people who have read the books, they've loved it so far.
Yeah.
They're still very deep, profound, and they love the illustrations first of all.
Yeah, the illustrations.
First compliments came to
yeah.
illustrations, then the writing,
Right.
which I like. It's equally good.
Because you want to inspire people, right? My understanding is you wish to inspire, you want to uplift people. You did say, there's some darker poetry in here, but there is positivity throughout, right?
Yes, yes, correct. I wouldn't say darker, but maybe gloomy. And
Gloomy,
darker,
okay,
okay. Maybe, but I would say maybe on the sadness side.
Right.
Not depressing side, but I would say
Yeah.
the low side. Trying to come out of this low side, right?
Right. Vimal, where can people pick up a copy?
It's on Indigo.
Okay.
Amazon, online. Indigo, I do believe they have it online. They used to have it on the shelf. Now it's only online.
Okay, excellent.
Amazon online. Sorry, Amazon, Indigo, Smashwords.
Wonderful.
There are others as well.
Vimal, really appreciate you joining us. Congratulations on the
Thank you
book.
much.
We'll be right back after this.